power comes in many forms: strength, wisdom, resilience. But in the DC universe, some heroines wield it like a force of nature. These aren't just crime fighters. They're warriors, goddesses, and cosmic titans who bend reality, shake the heavens, and leave villains quaking in their boots. But who truly stands above the rest? Join us as we count down the 10 most unstoppable female superheroes in DC Comics.
Starting our list is Raquel Irvin, better known as Rocket. She isn't just a superhero, she's a tactical powerhouse. Her inertia belt enables her to manipulate kinetic energy, boosting her physical abilities to incredible levels. This allows her to generate force fields tough enough to stop bullets, redirect attacks, or even send adversaries flying with a flick of her hand. Her power isn't just about raw strength, it's about control, making her an invaluable asset in any battle. Beyond her abilities, Rocket's greatest strength lies in her intelligence and leadership skills. She has often stepped up as a voice of reason, proving that her mind is as powerful as her abilities. As a key member of Icon and Rocket, she has held her own alongside some of the most formidable heroes, using her quick thinking and force field manipulation to protect entire cities from catastrophic threats. One of her most defining moments came during the Dakota City riots. Chaos erupted, and innocent civilians were caught in the crossfire. Rocket didn't just use her power to fight, she used it to protect. By carefully expanding her inertia fields, she created barriers that prevented casualties while strategically redirecting aggressive forces, proving that true strength isn't just about fighting, but knowing when to shield others from harm.
Up next, we take to the skies with a warrior whose strength is as legendary as her weapon. Shiera Hall, also known as Hawkgirl, is a fierce and unrelenting warrior, wielding the mystical nth metal that enhances her abilities beyond human limits. This extraordinary substance not only gives her super strength in flight, but also accelerates her healing, making her nearly unstoppable in battle. Armed with her signature nth metal mace, she is capable of breaking through magical barriers, crushing heavily armored opponents, and holding her own against cosmic threats. Hawkgirl isn't just strong. She's a warrior with centuries of combat experience. Whether fighting mystical beings, intergalactic invaders, or even gods, her expertise in aerial combat and hand-to-hand fighting makes her one of the deadliest superheroes in the DC universe. Her warrior spirit is legendary, as she has battled some of the most dangerous foes in DC history without hesitation. Her defining moment came during the Shadow War, where she led the charge against an army of shadow demons attempting to engulf Earth in darkness. Outnumbered and outmatched, she fearlessly wielded her mace against the creatures, using her nth metal's unique properties to disrupt their magical energy. Her relentless fighting turned the tide of battle, proving that her strength is more than physical. It's the indomitable will of a true warrior.
Moving from Earth to Mars, our next hero's abilities are truly out of this world. Miss Martian possesses a power set that rivals even the most powerful beings in the DC universe. Like her uncle, Martian Manhunter, she has immense super strength, allowing her to lift objects that weigh tons and go head-to-head with metahuman threats. But her strength is just the beginning. She also has unparalleled psychic abilities, granting her the power to read minds, create illusions, and manipulate the thoughts of both allies and enemies alike. Her shape-shifting capabilities add another layer of unpredictability to her skill set. She can transform into monstrous forms to enhance her physical power or blend into her surroundings with perfect camouflage. Her telekinesis, meanwhile, enables her to control multiple objects at once, allowing her to disarm enemies or create mental barriers mid-battle. One of her most critical battles was during the Reach invasion, where she used her telepathic abilities to disrupt the enemy's hive mind control system. By infiltrating their network, she dismantled their war efforts from the inside, while simultaneously leading the charge on the battlefield. This victory showcased her as not only a physical powerhouse, but a brilliant tactician who knows how to use her abilities in creative and devastating ways.
Next, we meet an Amazonian powerhouse who is as unyielding as she is fearless. Grace Choi stands as one of the most physically powerful Amazons in the DC universe, thanks to her unique genetic makeup. As a Banamiddle Amazon, her strength surpasses that of even standard Amazons, allowing her to lift tremendous weights and take on metahumans in direct combat. Her resilience is equally impressive. She can withstand devastating blows and recover at an accelerated rate, making her a near unstoppable force on the battlefield. Beyond her raw power, Grace is known for her no-nonsense attitude and unshakable loyalty to her team. As a member of the Outsiders, she has proven time and time again that she isn't afraid to go toe-to-toe with the most dangerous adversaries. Her tenacity, combined with her combat experience, makes her one of the most formidable warriors in the DC universe. One of her standout moments came during the Eclipso Wars, where she found herself facing corrupted superheroes who had fallen under Eclipso's influence. With sheer determination, she held her ground against overwhelming odds, using her brute strength to overpower and subdue foes who were stronger than her. Her fearless nature and unwavering spirit in the face of darkness cemented her as a hero who fights not just with muscle, but with heart.
From the Red Planet, we turn to a warrior princess with the power of the stars. Coriander, better known as Starfire, is a living powerhouse fueled by solar radiation. As a Tamaranian princess, she possesses incredible super strength, allowing her to lift and destroy massive structures with ease. She can also release devastating star bolts, energy blasts that can level entire buildings and disintegrate enemies on impact. Her abilities are further enhanced by her incredible agility and aerial combat skills, making her one of the most dangerous opponents in any fight. What sets Starfire apart is her ability to channel her emotions into raw power. The more passionate she becomes, the stronger she gets, turning her into an unpredictable force on the battlefield. Despite her immense power, she remains one of DC's most compassionate heroes, always fighting to protect those who cannot defend themselves. One of her most heroic feats occurred during the Tamaranian Rebellion, where she led a revolution against a tyrannical regime that had enslaved her people. Despite overwhelming odds, she fought with everything she had, using her strength and energy-based attacks to free an entire planet from oppression. This defining moment proved that her true strength isn't just in her powers, it's in her unyielding spirit and refusal to accept injustice.
Next, we have Mera, the Queen of Atlantis. She is more than just Aquaman's equal. She is a force to be reckoned with in her own right. Gifted with immense strength due to her Atlantean heritage, she can withstand deep-sea pressures, lift massive structures, and engage in combat with some of DC's strongest beings. But her real advantage comes from her control over water. Through her advanced hydrokinesis, Mera can form water into razor-sharp weapons, massive waves, and impenetrable shields, making her an unpredictable and devastating fighter. Beyond her superhuman abilities, Mera is a ruler and strategist. Unlike many heroes who rely solely on brute force, she uses intellect and diplomacy to navigate the political complexities of Atlantis. She has often taken the throne in Aquaman's absence, proving herself not just as a warrior, but as a true leader capable of uniting her people against threats. One of her most defining battles took place during the Drowned Earth crisis, when alien sea gods invaded the planet, threatening to submerge entire continents. While Aquaman was presumed dead, Mera took command of the Atlantean armies and fought back, wielding Poseidon's trident to harness the full might of the ocean. Her leadership and strength during this time solidified her as one of the most formidable figures in DC Comics.
Shifting from the ocean's depths to the realm of magic, our next heroine commands the power of the gods. Mary Bromfield, known as Lady Shazam, is more than just Billy Batson's sister. She's a powerhouse in her own right. When she utters the magical word Shazam, she is imbued with the collective might of 6 legendary gods. With the strength of Hercules, she can match the most formidable adversaries in battle. The speed of Mercury makes her one of the fastest heroes alive, while the power of Zeus grants her control over mystical lightning, which she can summon as a devastating weapon. Mary's journey as a hero hasn't been without challenges. Unlike Billy, who quickly embraced his destiny, Mary has at times struggled with self-doubt, wondering whether she is truly worthy of such immense power. However, time and time again, she has proven herself as a defender of justice, standing alongside DC's greatest champions in their most perilous battles. One of her most epic moments took place in the War of the Gods, when Circe unleashed an army of magical creatures upon the world. With the Justice League overwhelmed, Mary single-handedly fought an entire horde, using her divine lightning to incinerate monsters and her immense strength to keep innocent civilians safe. In this moment, she proved that she wasn't just a sidekick. She was a hero in her own right, fully deserving of the power she wields.
As we approach the peak of our list, our next warrior is a living weapon forged in the fires of apocalypse. Big Barta isn't just strong. She is one of the most physically powerful warriors in the entire DC universe. Raised on the hellish planet of Apocalypse as one of Darkseid's elite female furies, she was trained from childhood to be a living weapon. Her raw strength allows her to lift buildings, overpower some of the strongest heroes and villains, and endure blows that would destroy lesser beings. She is also an expert in combat tactics, wielding her Mega Rod, a weapon capable of unleashing devastating energy blasts and teleporting her across vast distances. Despite her brutal upbringing, Barta chose to reject Darkseid's rule and fight for justice alongside her husband, Mr. Miracle. This decision marked one of the greatest acts of defiance in DC history, proving that she is more than just a warrior. She is a hero who refuses to let her past define her. Her loyalty, courage, and indomitable will make her one of the most respected heroes in the Justice League. One of her most legendary battles was when she faced Darkseid himself in a last-stand effort to protect Earth. Knowing she couldn't win in sheer power alone, she used her combat expertise and cunning strategy to hold her own against the ruler of Apocalypse. While she didn't defeat him outright, she bought enough time for the Justice League to intervene, proving that even against a god, her strength and willpower were forces to be reckoned with.
Our next two entries carry the legacy of Krypton, Supergirl, Kara Zor-El, and her alternate universe counterpart, Power Girl, Kara Zor-El, are two of the most formidable Kryptonians in existence. Like Superman, they possess abilities that include super strength, heat vision, invulnerability, and flight. However, what sets them apart is their approach to heroism. While Supergirl leans towards optimism and idealism, Power Girl is more aggressive, embracing her power without hesitation. Supergirl has spent years proving herself as Earth's protector, often stepping in when Superman is unavailable. Her youthful energy combined with her immense abilities makes her a force to be reckoned with, whether she's saving civilians or battling cosmic threats. Meanwhile, Power Girl, hailing from Earth 2, has developed a reputation for her no-nonsense attitude and sheer brute force. She is often depicted as being even stronger than Supergirl, with an unmatched resilience and willingness to push her limits. One of their most spectacular feats occurred during the Kryptonian Wars, when rogue Kryptonians attempted to conquer Earth. Both Supergirl and Power Girl fought relentlessly, using their combined strength to hold back an invasion force that could have overpowered even the Justice League. By teaming up, they showcased that Kryptonian power isn't just about strength, it's about determination, intelligence, and the unbreakable will to protect those who cannot protect themselves.
And now, at the very peak of our list, the Amazonian warrior who defines power itself. Diana of Themyscira, better known as Wonder Woman, is the ultimate symbol of strength, justice, and wisdom. Gifted with godlike power by the Greek pantheon, she possesses superhuman strength, speed, and endurance that rival even Superman. Her combat skills are unmatched, honed by centuries of Amazonian training. With her unbreakable lasso of truth, indestructible bracelets, and divine weaponry, she is a warrior without equal. But Wonder Woman's strength is not just physical, it is moral, she embodies compassion, honor, and a fierce dedication to protecting the innocent. Unlike many heroes who rely purely on power, Diana believes in diplomacy and peace, often choosing to resolve conflicts through wisdom rather than violence. However, when battle is necessary, she fights with an intensity and skill that few can match. One of her greatest battles was against Ares, the god of war, who sought to plunge the world into eternal conflict. Refusing to succumb to his manipulations, Diana fought him in a battle of both strength and ideology. She didn't just overpower him, she outwitted him, proving that true strength comes not from rage, but from conviction. By defeating Ares, she demonstrated why she is not just one of the strongest heroes in DC Comics, but one of the greatest of all time. And there you have it, the mightiest women in the DC universe. These heroines don't just possess incredible strength. They inspire with their courage, leadership, and unwavering sense of justice. Which of these powerful superheroes is your favorite? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more epic superhero content. We'll see you next time.